Hello and welcome back to KNF Design. If you're new here, my name is Katie and I try to bring a wide variety of different craft projects to you. If you ever have a craft project you would like me to show you how to make or just want to see me try to make it, let me know down below and I'll try my best to bring that to you. If you like today's craft project, make sure to hit those thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to me and it helps bring my crafting videos to more crafters like you. Don't forget to also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out on any of our crafting fun. So with that, let's get crafting. So, once again, I went to Dollar Tree and I did not find the items I was looking for. It doesn't matter if it's a hard to find item or an item that they typically always have. Whenever I'm looking for that specific item, they never have it, it seems like. So, luckily, I was able to create my own. I was looking for these egg-shaped pieces from Dollar Tree. I actually had two projects in mind. That's kind of, the first one made me think of this one. So maybe next year I'll find the eggs that are a little bit thicker. I think they're like flat on the bottom so they stand. And if I do, I'll show you the project I was trying to make originally. These ones, I believe Dollar Tree has some wood egg shapes. If not, I was also going to use the thicker ones. I just hurried up, made these out of in my Glowforge and cut them out. I could have bought them from Amazon or other crafting stores, but since I had a Glowforge, I just did that. So I will give you the links to these if you have a Glowforge, or maybe you want to make them out of cardstock, or cardboard, felt, something else, you can. But you can easily just find these at a lot of different places if you don't have a Glowforge or something and you want this type of material, this wood. I think Dollar Tree also carries bunny feet that you could use for this one. I kind of saw him somewhere that I decided to make feet that kind of look like bunnies. So you could also find those at Dollar Tree, supposedly, if yours has them. And so what I'm doing is making these little egg bird creatures, people, whatever you want to call them. So you can paint them. I think I'm going to use some fun cardstock, cover them so that way it has a little different texture and color to it, and then maybe other aspects will get painted. So I think I'm going to use this yellow. Not sure where I got it, but it's been a while. Maybe it was Hobby Lobby was this one. And then Cricut carried this pack here that I got years ago. And I saw this blue plaid one that I thought was perfect. I don't know why for this little guy. I just thought of a little nerdy boy with some glasses and blue plaid, and that was kind of the character I was going with him. Turns out I used up all my blue plaid. So, I don't even know if Cricut sells this pack anymore. I might... Yeah, it'll fit fine. I might use this like crackled blue. It's kind of pretty. This is from Joann's. It won't be quite the same, but I think it still would be kind of a fun look doing like a cracked with like an egg. And then for her, I just thought kind of like a very pink lady, maybe a little diva, or like I might use like some of this ribbon. I think this one came from Dollar Tree, did like lacy stuff, things like that. I also have this ribbon I might do with her. Just a little bit of glam for her is what I'm thinking of. So it's made little characters, and then he'll just be like orange, yellow, typical little bird. So now we kind of know their characters. What other pieces do we need for this? It's kind of up to you, and I have kind of searched my craft room for pieces that I may or may not need or use. So for him, I want to make him some glasses. So I thought about just this gold wire. I'm afraid it might not show up enough. We'll see. So if not, I have this thicker gray wire. You could use pipe cleaners. You could use, I'm sure there's little plastic glasses from pieces that you could use. I wanted for their eyes, there is a foam brush that's circular and it would be perfect for their eyes. And I cannot find mine anywhere. So I think I'm just going to use some paint brushes and hand do those in. We'll see how that goes. I got them from Dollar Tree. But again, I don't know where they went at the moment. I need to get this craft room in order and organized, but we have other projects we're doing around the house first, and then eventually I'll get to organizing this new craft room. Till then, I can't find anything. Then next thing, since they're birds, I will probably put some feathers on their heads. These are just feathers that were from cat toys, so I'll probably pick from here. This yellow one looks really fun. And cut them how I need it to be. Maybe even something like that, and they can have a fun little head feather piece. So we'll see how that goes. This guy has feet, and I think I'm going to do the feet just like that. But I was also thinking of, these are those building blocks from Dollar Tree, Jenga pieces. I also thought I should have made him flat so he can stand on his own. So I might need to put one or two of the Jenga blocks behind him so he can stand on his own. But that got me thinking, what if I use the Jenga blocks for his feet? So then he has like really long feet. So it would look something like that, or do you like that? I think I personally like the flat over this style here. But that's a thought if you want to do that. For these two legs, I think I'm going to use a straw. And that way they have some fun little legs like that. So this one might be a short, chubbier one. He might have a little bit longer. Not quite sure. This is just a plastic straw that I had. I don't know where my cardboard paper straws went. There's also some fun striped ones you can find. I may paint this, like the blue might work well for him, but for this one, maybe I'll do a different color. I'll paint the straw. Thought about painting the stripes on it. All options that you can do. Now for their feet, I have several different options I might do. I have these colored beads here that could be a fun little foot. Those came from Dollar Tree. I have these like rubbery ones that I could do. Let me do a good color for you. So you could do that. So do something like that. There's even a plaid colored one. I could do some of these just wood ones and paint them. I could make ginormous legs and make it kind of funny. try to build a shoe somehow. I thought about the little cotton ball things for a shoe. And then this one I think is going to be too small, but I have these half circles. That could also be a shoe. I might also go to Dollar Tree and look in their baby section. I've seen these little tiny shoes. I have to see if those are too big or not. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with their feet yet, but it might be some of these options here. This is just stuff I found and pulled out. And as I was looking for some of those pieces, I saw this little felt flower I had, so that might be kind of cute for her. And I think that's all the supplies we need. Again, just raid your craft area and see what you have, use what you got. Dollar Tree has a lot of options, so it could be fairly inexpensive to have fun and make a bunch of these. So it should also be noted that I'm using a thinner cardstock for the most part, this one, and this one's a little bit thicker. Sometimes those thin ones work kind of nicely. And so I'm using paper, so that means I need Mod Podge. You can do glossy or the matte, whichever one you prefer. And then I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper and then just sand off the edges to get my nice clean edge. I could run this through the Cricut machine as well, since I give you the shape for these guys, and cut nice even edges. Or you could, which I might do that method. Or I've shown you in the past with the Mod Podge, you can actually use a lighter and burn the edges, and it kind of stops where that glue is. So a few options for you to choose there. So I decided just to use my Cricut to cut them out instead of using sandpaper, because my husband has stolen my sandpaper and I don't know where it is. I'm going with the matte Mod Podge. So what you do with this is you just coat your wood with Mod Podge. Essentially it's just kind of watered down glue. I like to use a plastic brush, the silicone brush, that way the glue doesn't really stick to it that much. It wipes clean nice and easily. If you get some on the sides, that's okay. And then we'll just line it up. But I'm going to use my brayer just to make sure it's on there nice and well. Oops. You can wipe up that extra coming off the side. It does dry pretty clear, so it's not too big of a deal.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine.
Then to protect a paper, I like to do another coat of the Mod Podge directly on top, and that'll just kind of help seal that paper and protect it. Actually, and you could even do the edges so the edges don't peel up as well.
You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. sleeping here praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black.
I don't know why I decided to get so messy with that, but you can use the paintbrush, you don't have to use your fingers like I decided to do. So that's pretty dry now, so I can add all of my little extra pieces. I think I want to do a darkish orange for this, so we'll just go with that. I like to make a little dot on my paint so I can see what color it is easily. This is a new one, so I haven't done that yet. So I got my pieces painted here. I still need to add the eyes and some little detail to him, but I feel like the feet are just too like, boom, here I am. So I've seen this technique where you do like little dashed lines, so I might try that and see if that character helps with him. And if I don't like it, I can always turn them over or paint over it. So let's see, I'm just using a black Sharpie. That's gonna be kind of fun. So I'm gonna keep doing this. So I just finished one foot, and I think it just takes off a little, gives a little character or something. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing that. Let me know what you think. Do you like it plain? Do you like these dots? Dots and lines. I finished doing the outline. I really like how that turned out. It just, I don't know, it adds a little something to him. And I was playing around, found some little feathers that I liked for each of my little guys here. And I just went in with a pencil and drew in the eyes. I was gonna paint the eyes, but the marker worked really well there, and it would be a cleaner line. So I think I'm just gonna use the Sharpie to fill in my pencil lines. So now I just need to make the little white spots in the eyes. Usually not the best at this, so we'll see how that goes. Forgot this marker is kind of weird. It doesn't show up right away. I think I'm gonna have to use paint for this. So I got the eyes in there. I think I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I left the whole process in just so you could see how long it actually took me to do it, and to show you that even we have to go back and redo things, and it's okay, you can. And we take time just like you guys do as well. So just be patient with yourself. It's okay if you don't get it right the first time. I messed up on this guy a lot. And sometimes it's better just to leave it alone, because then I messed up his eye at the end. But I actually like those eyes. I usually don't like my eyes, but I think I'm happy with those. So now I'm gonna glue on all of the little feathers and feet. I'm just gonna use some hot glue. I could be done there. I think he might be done. I thought about adding maybe a flower or maybe that flower. I kind of just like him how he is, I think. But these two, I still want to do a little bit more with them. So first we still have to add their legs too. And his glasses. So I think I'm gonna do like the glasses and things first. So I was looking, I think the gold is just gonna be a little too subtle. So I was kind of playing around. I think I like the silver better. So what I just did here is I took my Sharpy and put it around it and pressed it. And then my little end here, I just used some needle nose pliers and just pressed it down so that way that wasn't sticking out. I thought about doing that little earpiece, but I didn't want it to be pokey out here because this could get kind of sharp and catch on things. So I think I'm just gonna do the two circle pieces. Actually, it's kind of a really good height too. So then I like that a lot. So now I just need to cut it. Probably should use my other pliers for this, but that's okay. I'm gonna cut just a little bit more so I can bend it down. Guess I could have done that outside. It's kind of nice too, but too late. I'll bend it down. I really like how those turned out. I didn't expect those to turn out as well as they did. I'm just going to use my hot glue to apply them. Might be enough. If it starts to come out, I can apply a little bit more hot glue, but I don't want too much hot glue to be showing, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that. See how well that holds. It's on there pretty well. Could glue that down too if I wanted. Could have used that as a foot. Now for her, I might give her some arms. This is just some dowel rods. And I also think I want to give her a little skirt. But instead of just the flat skirt, I like that pleated skirt look. I'm not always the best at the pleats, so we'll see how they go. For a pleat, you just kind of fold it over and glue it. I don't like wearing these things, but I might need to. I want to fold this over just so it's a cleaner edge. Could actually just glue it to the bottom. My cat thought these would be fun to chew on. add some arms. I just have some little dowel rods out, some scrap ones I cut down. Not completely even. I think I'm gonna have her hold a little flower. I thought this looked weird here, so I thought, why not give her a little ruffle sleeve. So, I think it'd be easier to glue it onto the stick first. I don't want it super tight. I mean, you could do it super tight. I think that looks nice too. For her, I kind of imagined just a little poofy of a sleeve. Maybe like that. You have to let me know down below. Do you like the poofy sleeve? Or do you like the tighter sleeve? So I sat there and cut it at an angle with the egg shape and everything, and in the end, it doesn't matter. Noticed on this side it looked like it got just a little thinner at the top and a little wider at the bottom, so I tried to do that with the other side as well. It does make it look a little more natural too. Again, you could be done like this. I think on these two I'm gonna do legs. Now it kind of looks like a mom and a dad. I guess originally I was thinking of a little kid and a adult, but could be the same size too. But the blue will not look good with her, so I think I'm going to paint this and then we'll attach it like we did with his. Also, I was thinking with him here, it just looks plain here. So I thought, what about if I got a little blue bow tie? I actually had this one in my stash from a previous project. Thought about down low. Could be a little lady. Hair bow. Could kind of go wherever you want. I kind of like the little bit of a crookedness too, I think. I think I like it up higher, so I think I'm gonna glue it there. But yeah, I already had it, and I think it works perfectly. It just looked empty without it. So I even glued it and then took it off of another project apparently. So I was getting legs done, and I thought it was kind of funny that her legs just kind of spread out like that. You could make her do some funny little stands if you would like she's skipping. I think I'm just going to do mine like normal, like that. So I'm just going to cut those down to the same size. I think I'm going to do these brown beads. They came from this pack from Dollar Tree, so I just did the small sizes. Figured the brown's kind of nice. That's like shoes. Kind of like... I also thought... I got this necklace that has these flat beads. I almost did that, and then it would help them stand better. And then I was just going to paint them, but... Oops. I think I'm just going to do these here instead. I'll try to make the holes go towards the person instead of sticking up like that. But they're almost done. I showed my husband. He liked the beads the best too. And he does not like this guy at all. He doesn't like his eyes. I thought he was adorable. He might be my favorite, but oh well. You'll have to let me know down below which one's your favorite. My husband also thought it looked good, better being really short, but I didn't like it being really short. I thought, I guess, more kid vibe. So I think I'm gonna make her a little bit taller there. I think that's a good height, but it's kind of funny how different it can look depending how you move little tiny things. So we are done with all of our little egg family people here. They don't stand on their own. For this one, you could take one of those Jenga block tumbling towers, and you might need a couple of them to help him stand on his own there if you wanted to do that. For these two here, they also don't stand on their own, but they could be fun for a kid to sit there and play with. You could, if you did want to put them in something to permanently stand, maybe put a wood slice underneath them, glue it to their feet here. They could each have a wood slice to stand on. And you could even just lean them up against stuff too. I think that would be fine. I am curious which one was your favorite. I think this one's my favorite, even though it was my husband's least. He didn't tell me which one of these two he liked the best, so he just, for some reason, he didn't like those eyes. But I thought I was really happy with my eyes. This is the first time I liked the little white reflections in them. I really like how well his glasses turned out. I didn't expect it to be quite so sharp like that. As you can see, there's so many different ways you could personalize them, change them up. Even just changing the legs gives it a completely different look and style. So I really am looking forward to seeing how yours turn out. So if you could go over to the Facebook page and drop those photos. I'd really love to see them. I think they're a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing how yours turns out. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.